is Michelle Anastasia Soylite from Excoloration class, and today I'll be showing you guys my SLC. There are 3 learning objectives in this SLC, which is 1. We can know about biodiversity, 2. We can compose observation text, and 3. We know the various kinds of art. Well, you must be asking what is SLC. SLC stands for Student-Led Conference. Student-Led Conference, or SLC, is a place for students to be able to show responsibility for themselves in the process of getting to know themselves better through personal targets that have been set at the beginning of the school year through presentation on the topics they take, etc. In this SLC, the topic I take is biodiversity. Biodiversity is the variety and variability of life on Earth. Biodiversity comes from various sources in an ecosystem. An ecosystem is a collection of organisms, both plants and animals, that interact with each other with the surrounding environment. Biodiversity is divided into 3 levels, which is gen, species, and ecosystem. Gen diversity is the diversity of individuals in one type of living thing. Gen diversity results in variation between individuals of the same species. For example of this gen level diversity are white rose, red rose, and yellow rose, which differ in terms of flower color. Species diversity in animals and plants can be known by observing its physical characteristics such as shape, body size, color, and others. Species diversity can be seen in the cat family. For example, tigers, lions, and cats. Although these animals belong to the same family, there are striking differences between them. For example, there are differences in coat color, fur pattern, body size, behavior, and environment. Ecosystem biodiversity is the diversity of habitats, biotic communities, and ecological process in the biosphere or ocean. Within the ecosystem, all living things will have a reciprocal relationship, both between living things and living things with their environment or abiotic components. For example, clownfish that are found in warm waters, such as the Red Sea and Pacific Oceans, in sheltered reefs or lagoons, polar bear that lives in Arctic on ice-covered waters, and sloths that live in tropical rainforests. As you can see, they all live in different environments. Biodiversity has 3 distribution areas of flora and fauna. The first one is Western Indonesia, Asiatic. Flora and fauna Asiatic covers the western part of Indonesia, namely Java, Sumatra, Kalimantan, and Bali. Flora and fauna in this region has its own characteristics. This geographical condition caused the animals and plants in this region to resemble the flora and fauna of Asian continent. Asiatic region has its own characteristics. 1. There are mammals with large sizes, example elephant, tiger, and rhino. 2. There are various types of monkeys. 3. There are various types of reptiles. And 4. There are various types of freshwater fish. The second one is flora and fauna on the transitional zone. The transition zone is also known as the middle zone. Its territory includes central Indonesia, namely Sulawesi and the Nusa Tenggara Island. The transitional name in this region is due to the fact that the plants and animals are a transition between the flora and fauna of Asiatic and the flora and fauna of Australia. The third one is flora and fauna of the Australia zone, covers the eastern part of Indonesia like the Maluku Islands and Papua. The flora and fauna in this area have characteristics similar to the Australian continent. This is because of its geographical location close to the Australian continent. The Australis region has its own characteristics. 1. There are animals that have pouches. 2. There are mammals but tend to be small in size. 3. Fewer freshwater fish species. And 4. Bird species have beautiful feathers as well as striking colors. So, Papua belongs to the Australia zone, and it's also said that one of Australia's zone characteristics is that the birds there have beautiful feathers and striking color. There is one bird that is very popular in Papua. Can you all guess what it is? I'll give you 5 seconds to guess. The answer is jeng jeng jeng, the bird of paradise, or you can call it Cendrawasih. Let's make an observation text about birds of paradise. There are too many texts. Let's divide them according to the order of observation text, which is general definition, section description, and conclusion.
A few moments later.
After reading the text, we can know how beautiful Cendrawasih are. We must be proud to have it in Papua. But now, Cendrawasih is endangered. With that, let's preserve Cendrawasih by 1. Preserving the habitat of Cendrawasih birds. 2. Take action against the perpetrators of hunting for Cendrawasih birds. And 3. Protection or conservation. By doing all that, it can preserve Cendrawasih. Cendrawasih is also Papua culture. We can introduce our culture through paintings of Cendrawasih, Cendrawasih sculpture, souvenirs, and even more. That's all for my SLC. Sorry if there are mistakes in word spelling or pronunciation. God bless you. Bye bye.